Hello, my name is Furkan Bayraktar and I'm an immigration attorney at IS Law Firm. Today I'll be talking about traveling while your asylum application is pending. So first thing I should say is that we do not recommend our clients to travel while their asylum application is pending because traveling outside of the US while the asylum application is pending is risky. There's a good chance that you might be stuck outside of the United States. You might not be able to come back to the United States. Even if you seek prior authorization from US government, that is still a possibility. So for that reason, the best thing you can do is not to travel at all outside of the United States while your asylum application is pending. That said, there are circumstances where you have to travel is necessary. In those circumstances, you can apply for what we call advanced parole. Advanced parole is a travel authorization from US government that allows you to travel outside of the United States and come back and seek re-entry into the United States. So the important point here is while the advanced parole allows you to travel and come back to the United States, it does not guarantee that you will be admitted back into the United States even with your approved advanced parole. So the officer at the border can still deny you an entry into the United States even if you have a prior authorization approved by the US government. So the function of the advanced parole is to allow you to come back and seek re-entry at the border, but it does not guarantee that you will be accepted back to the United States. You can apply for advanced parole by filling out Form I-131 and filing it with the US government with the associated filing fees, and any other supporting documents. The usual processing time for advanced paroles right now is about 11 months. And you should apply for advanced parole before you leave the United States. So before you travel, you should apply and get approved for the travel documentation. In cases where you need the travel document, you need to travel before this processing time or in a shorter time frame, you can apply for what we call emergency advanced parole. Emergency advanced parole is still an advanced parole, but it is processed expeditiously at the local USCIS field office. So rather than sending it to a PO box address and being subjected to regular processing times, what you do is you schedule a meeting appointment with the local USCIS field office, and you take your application, filing fees, any supporting evidence showing that the need for the urgency of your travel, and the local USCIS office will take your documents and make an evaluation, and if everything goes right, you will get a travel document within a week or so. So for the purposes of traveling outside of the United States, there's a difference between having an asylum application pending with the USCIS versus having an asylum application filed with the immigration court. So the advanced parole is available to applicants whose application is pending with the USCIS. So if your application is with the USCIS, then you can apply and obtain an advanced parole. But if your case is in the court, you are already in removal proceedings, you filed your asylum application with the immigration court, then the USCIS has the jurisdiction to grant you an advanced parole, and they will deny your advanced parole application. If your case is in the court, unfortunately, you have almost no way of getting a travel authorization to travel outside of the United States while your asylum application is pending, except in very rare circumstances where you can seek a travel authorization from ICE in the form of a parole, but it's rarely granted. So long story short, there is no regular processes like an advanced parole that's available for affirmative asylum applicants for the defensive asylum applicants whose application is in the court. Okay, so a couple of points to highlight. So even with the advanced parole, you should never travel back to your home country as traveling back to your home country can lead to the denial of your asylum application, even if you're allowed back into the United States. Secondly, if you had unlawful presence or you were committed of certain crimes, then you may not be accepted back into the United States as well. So even with the advanced parole, traveling outside of the United States can trigger what we call inadmissibility grounds. For example, if you have been out of status for a while before you applied for asylum, or you committed certain crimes, then when you depart the United States, those inadmissibility grounds will be triggered, and when you come back, even with the advanced parole, the officer may deny you for those reasons. Ultimately, the officers will decide whether you will be accepted back into the United States or not. The advanced parole does not guarantee that you will be accepted back. So the advanced parole is a tricky process. As I emphasized at the beginning, we do not suggest our clients to travel while their asylum application is pending. But if they have to travel, then we tell them you have to consult with an immigration attorney, get the advice from them specific to your case, your immigration history. So if you are in need of travel while your asylum application is pending, please feel free to reach out to our firm, and we will be happy to assist you in this process.